Hey guys, welcome back to Thankfully Packed. My name is Chris, and as you can see, I still have Christmas decorations up, and it's time. So today is going to be kind of a planty shelf reset. I got to take all these decorations down. I'm going to clean the shelves, and we'll see what plants end up making their way back up there, and also what might change along the way. I honestly don't have a plan beyond that, so we'll see what I end up doing in this video. I don't know if I'll get to planty chores or not, but the decorations gotta go. Let's get started. Okay, got my big stack of pictures. It's a mix of family photos and stuff that I printed out just to have decorations on the shelves. So these are done. I'm gonna go dust them off and put them away. So I definitely ran out of time, and somehow an entire week went by. As you can see, I still have Christmas decorations up, so I'm just gonna pick up right where I left off. So next up is Christmas mugs. I use them to put plants in, obviously, and little propagations. This one is just in a jar in the cup. There's so many of them on these shelves, and this propagation actually dried out a little bit or a lot, and I just added water to it. I don't know if it'll survive. The good thing is this plant in particular, this begonia, grows like nobody's business, so I'm not too sad about it, but yeah. Anyway, let's get rid of these cups. Another little plant that just did not survive was this watermelon peperomia, which is kind of sad because I recently got her. But yeah, she just dried out. Not even attached anymore, no roots. And yeah, just in a little soil in there. Unfortunately, I just was not on top of watering or really plant care in general, I think, this winter. So a lot of my plants suffered. Video on that coming soon. But for now, I'm going to keep cleaning up. But can we talk about how cute this mug is? All right, so all of the mugs are off the shelves. I'm gonna go wash these and put them away. Okay, next up, general knickknacks and decoration. I just have a ton of stuff sprinkled around, like this little guy right here. Ignore that. This poor little poinsettia has seen better days. A lot of the leaves are just, yeah, crispy, curled up, literally not even on the plant anymore. However, the stems are still green, so I think there's hope. I'm going to be doing a full plant rehab, plant tours day at some point soon this week, so this will be featured in that video because I think I can save it. I'm probably just going to cut it back and move it away from the grow lights because not only did I neglect a lot of my plants in terms of watering, I think it just dried out a little bit quicker than it should have under these bright lights. I think it'll do better in bright indirect light. This will be featured in that video because I think there's hope. I think there's hope. And it's still in like this Christmassy little setup anyway. So I'm going to be taking it off the shelves for now. As you saw with that watermelon peperomia and that little propagation for that begonia, there's a lot of plants that I have like this. But yeah, stay tuned if you want to see all the plants that I unfortunately neglected this winter. Okay, you guys, we are getting there. Next up, I have a ton of garlands and like these paper stars that I DIY'd, just a ton of stuff that I got to get out. I even have a DIY like Christmas village all the way up on my top shelf. So I'm going to take all of that down, and then I think that'll be it in terms of decorations. All right, you guys, we are down to just the plants, but before I kind of rearrange things and throw in a few Valentine's decorations, I definitely want to take everything off, wipe everything down, you know, spray things and like clean up the clean up the dead leaves and all the dirt and everything like that. So just want to start with a clean slate. All right. Now I just have to put the plants back, and I do have a few pieces of Valentine's decorations, not a ton, just a few things. So I'm gonna add those as well. First up, my micans. I really love this plant because even when it's wilted, as you can see, it needs some water and some of the leaves dry out. Look how pretty they look when they're basically dead. Do you see that? Like it turns this beautiful red burgundy color, usually for new growth, but also for when it's basically dying off. It just looks so pretty to me. I don't know. This is one of the plants where I don't mind leaving the leaves, even when they're clearly useless to the plant. And it's so soft, so bonus. Anyway, I'm just gonna give it a quick drink of water and then put it on the shelf. When it was the Christmas shelf, I had it in this box because I put a bow on it, but I think I'm just gonna take it out now. I don't think I need the height that this box gives, so I'm just gonna leave it in the planter. The vines are quite long on this one. I don't know if I want it on this shelf or if I should possibly put it up here, because truly I don't have as many plants ready to go on these shelves, because like I said, there's a lot of plants I need to kind of clean up and rehab before they end up here. So I do want to fill up some of this top space a little bit more. So I think I'm gonna put it up there just to give it some, you know, like some dimension as it goes down. My neon pothos was right here on this shelf, but I think I might put it on the shelf higher up a little bit. Also needs a drink of water, but I think I might put it up here, and maybe another trailing plant like a little bit off to the side. I'm trying to think. I think I might do that. She'll look better when she perks up. Okay, next up, some of my pings, which as you can see, this one right here is flowering. How pretty. Anyway, this plant really likes to be in the sun or in the direct light. It sun stresses it, so it gets this really purpley color. So I think I'm just gonna put it right here again. This is my other ping, really big. I think I'm gonna put it on the other side of the TV, right over here. This Stromanthe Trio Star also needs water. Are you noticing a pattern? I'm gonna water this one a little bit more liberally because this is actually a self-watering pot and it's got a reservoir at the bottom. So I'm not too worried about drowning the roots or anything. By the way, if you cannot get a calathea to stay alive in your space, get a Stromanthe, especially the Trio Star. It's so much easier. Does have a little crisping on the edges, but again, that's just me with my bad watering. But this one is so much easier to keep alive, way less dramatic, and it's still a prayer plant, so it does kind of close up its leaves and then open them up, and it's really cool to look at. So Plus, look how pretty. Even the undersides are gorgeous. Do recommend. Gonna just let some of that water soak up from the little tray. This is my Dracaena Maleka. Honestly, again, another really easy plant. And I love this one because look at the stripes. It's got a ton of colors in it. This is another plant that I'm definitely gonna be featuring in my rehab video. My pink princess philodendron. It's just not doing good. It hasn't been doing good for a while now, but like the growth is stunted. It's not getting bigger leaves than this. I do like the variegation rather in the leaves. It does have like a nice amount of pink. I think it's really pretty with the splashing, but all of this down here has been just looking a little wonky before these leaves even dried out. I'm not liking the way it grows. And then it has this second stem kind of doing more of the same, smaller leaves. Again, just like not doing much. So I'm probably gonna end up staking or probably propping. It does have a little pup growing right at the base. Super cute one there. That's it, just the one. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what I do with that when the time comes. For now, I'm just gonna water her. I'm just gonna hide her in this little corner for now so I can get her some help. Next up is this beautiful golden crocodile, which I just purchased. If you watched my winter big box shopping video, you saw me pick this one up. And I did have it on this shelf, but it's really tall already. I think it's mostly due to this self-watering pot, and I'm not quite ready to kind of deal with taking it out. I might in the future and just give it like a shorter pot so it can fit on the shelf. But long story short, I burned the new leaf. Where is it? Here it is. So this one unfurled in my care, and you can quite literally see the little light bulbs from my grow lights on it. So that sucks. Yeah, just a really tall planter. I'm gonna leave it in this for now, but I'm gonna move it over just to another spot for now where I don't have to disturb it. But this will be getting probably fresh soil at the very least if I leave it in this pot, because I hate this type of soil. It's just like not chunky enough, and I find that it risks the root rot a lot more because it just holds on to a lot of moisture. But anyway, another day. Good old snake plant. Definitely doesn't mind my neglect when it comes to watering. Just gonna give it a good soak for now and pop it back on. This is the closest thing I have to like a bonsai moment. This is my little elephant's bush. So cute. I love how asymmetrical it grows. I might prune it one day, but right now I just love it. My string of turtles and my cute little earthlings pot. Love it. I always like to do this like I'm parting the hair. Always throw in the little leaves that fall off right back in the pot. Ooh, are we flowering? We might be. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that might be a flower. I love this fire stick cactus. I don't have anything like this in terms of shape. So cool. Just gonna support it because it is flopping a bit with the back of this wall. I love it. It almost looks like coral to me, you know, like a coral reef. I was gonna put this philodendron paraíso verde back on my shelves, but I've been dealing with aphids on this sucker basically since the beginning of time, like since I've had it. And the growth on some of the leaves got a little wonky because it was literally covered in them at one point. I just found the tiniest one. I thought it was in the clear, but I just found one on here. And this is also bothering me, the fact that this one leaf is stuck, yet it's basically growing another one. So I'm just gonna, ooh, there you go. So yeah, you can see how wonky this leaf is probably gonna turn out. I don't know if it's due to the aphids or what, but I'm going to spray it down with some of this and quarantine it for a little bit just to make sure that that was a one-off, which I don't really think it is. At any rate, since I'm spraying it, I'm not gonna be able to put it directly under these grow lights while it dries because I like to let it drip dry. So I'm gonna go put it in my little quarantine section. This Prince of Orange is wilted as heck. Like, do you see this? I'm gonna give it a drink of water, and I wasn't going to do many plant chores today in terms of like anything beyond watering, but it's also super dusty. So I am gonna clean this one off because I think it's gonna help it with processing the chlorophyll and everything. Oh my goodness. By the way, this is my leaf shine spray. It's homemade and it does have neem oil in it. And because it has oil, I'm gonna also remove this one from the shelf temporarily so that I don't burn the leaves, because I've done that way too many times. Look how much better that looks. I do have this other snake plant, which I'm gonna be adding to the shelves now that there's more space, and since I'm taking off so many other plants to rehab them a little bit. I just got this string of pearls over the weekend. It's variegated and it's a propagation from a mother plant that my best friend gave me. So I'm so excited because she grew this herself from, you know, the mother plant, like I said. And it's so pretty. I love it. All right, where should she go though? For now, I'm gonna put it right here, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be moving all of these things around like 1,000,001 times. But she can stay there for now. Okay, next up, this Napoli Nights Peperomia, which I just got very recently. If you saw my Trader Joe's trip, this is where I got that one from. And it's so cute. It's already in a pink pot. And again, I'm kind of gonna loosely decorate for Valentine's. So I think this one is perfect. I think it'll look cute here. Next up is this Boros tail. I guess you could call this a propagation. This is the result of a bunch of little beans. That's what I call them. These leaves, when they fall off, which is very easily, by the way, you can just throw them on the soil and they'll grow. They'll just grow their own little stem, their own little plant. Super easy to propagate. And I have this in a thrifted wooden bowl, and I don't even have drainage for it. I just water it very carefully. Basically, this one is another one of those plants that if you neglect to water it, it'll kind of thank you for it. It does not like to be overwatered, and you can tell when it's ready for water when you see like some wrinkling. So a few of these are wrinkling up, so I know it's time to give it just like a little sip of water, and it's been doing really, really good. These grow super slowly, by the way, so I've had this for a while, but yeah. Anyway, I had it in a different shelf, but I really want to make this the statement area as far as plants go. I want to put as many plants as I can front and center here. So this one is doing really good. I think I'm gonna put it, let's see. For now, I think I'm gonna wedge it in between the fire stick right there and my little pinguicula. This is a Hoya publicalis crossed with a carnosa with a makeshift trellis, but because the trellis is the way that it is, it's kind of too tall for these shelves. At least the other one where I had it on, it was already kind of getting real close to burning some of these leaves. The new growth comes in super dark. I love it. And look how splashy it is. So pretty. Honestly, it looks a little pink, like a light pink. Let me see if I could fit it in somewhere. It doesn't look it, but it is far enough away from those lights where I don't think it'll burn. So I think we're doing good there. All right, another Hoya that I'm super excited to have and to add to my shelves right now is this carry because of course it's got heart-shaped leaves. Like, come on. This one's not that heart-shaped, but look how cute. Perfect. Next up, two little guys. This is a propagation from my mother plant of my Philodendron Brazil, as you can see, and this is the fern. I think I'm just gonna like put them around whoever needs a little buddy. Let's see. Maybe for the elephant's bush, I'll do this one. And for the pearls, I'll probably do a taller plant somewhere near it, but I'll do the fern here as well. Okay, two more little props. This is my Marble Queen propagation, and this is a Hoya Crimson Princess. Again, just little guys that I'm gonna sprinkle around. So I think I'm gonna put this one here and this one over here. All right, bottom shelves are looking a little bare, so I'm gonna put this Hoya right over here. And I need something to hide this power cord, so I'll probably do maybe some decorations because that's what I did last time. And I put my basket of chapbooks here too, and that kind of hid it really well, so I'm gonna do that real quick. I have this Syngonium Cream Illusion, which is in this cute little pink pot. Perfect, but it's kind of tall. So I don't know if I want to put it on these shelves because I think it's going to hit the top. But if I put it over here in this corner where there's no grow lights, I think it'll still get bright indirect light without getting burned. So I think I'll do that. This is an African violet, which I got earlier, I think I want to say in the fall. It's not blooming right now, but it's still really pretty and it's so fuzzy. Oh yeah, I forgot that I have this like Dollar Tree serving container. I don't know, it's plastic, but I had my ping in it before Christmas, but the pink didn't really go with my theme. But now it can go right back in there. All right, I grabbed a couple of plants from downstairs. This is my white wizard who was actually doing not too good before, so I just decided to chop it. So I chopped it right there, as you can see, and it just exploded. Like, immediately. The top cut didn't do too well. Honestly, I have it propped in water still. It just never really took off. But the bottom piece, oh my goodness. So it has multiple new growth points. These just started popping up, those little bottom ones right there. And then this one is obviously the main one. And again, not only did it explode in growth, but the variegation took off. It was considered like a low variegated plant before, and all the leaves were mostly green. And after I chopped it, it kind of just, I don't know, just kicked in. So like, look at these leaves. So nice. Let me get the top cut just so you guys can see what I'm talking about when I say low variegation. So this is the top cut. Ignore these two dead leaves, but this is what most of the leaves looked like. Just mostly green, not doing much at all. So that is basically what the entire plant looked like, just like that. And when I chopped it, again, it just activated its variegation. Look at that. That's a gorgeous leaf. So is this one. So pretty. Anyways, I am bringing it up from downstairs because I don't really spend so much time in my office nowadays, and I love the way this looks, so why not admire it where I can see it? I also brought up this painted lady philodendron, which was in my bathroom downstairs, and before it was flourishing in there because it was super humid. There wasn't great, I would say, ventilation in that bathroom, but my husband redid it and added a new exhaust fan or whatever you call it. And so now it's not as humid in there, and I find that she isn't doing as well as she used to be. Honestly, it's still probably more humid in that bathroom because it's a smaller space than up here in my, you know, like open air living room. But either way, I'm gonna bring her up here and see how she does. Nothing too crazy. This leaf is really pretty actually. But yeah, so I'm gonna find a home for her up here too. I have this little thing I DIY'd a while back, and it's perfect to put similar or like smaller plants in there just to give it some visual interest. So I think I'm gonna just put a bunch of my smaller propagations in here, or like my smaller plants. Okay, I was gonna put this variegated jade back on my shelves, but it's had mealybugs for months. Oh my God, that's a huge one right there. Oh, it's so annoying. I keep treating it. They seem to go away and then they pop back up. I treat it, they come back, and honestly, it's just not worth it. And it's definitely not worth keeping it and having it infect the rest of my plants. So unlike that other philodendron with the aphids that I'm willing to treat, this is just like not worth it for me. I'm gonna toss this thing now. I have no idea what this plant is. I couldn't tell you, but it's gonna go right over here. Actually, I'm gonna water it real quick. This is a cute little water propagation, a Palea that my friend gave me, the same one who gave me the variegated string of pearls. And fittingly enough, this is called the friendship plant. So I'm gonna add that to the little propagation area. This is a very dried out bouquet that I spread around. I like to buy them now and spread them around my plant shelves for color. This one has obviously seen better days, so I'm gonna toss everything in here, clean it out and everything. And I just purchased these from Trader Joe's at the same time that I got that little Napoli Nights peperomia, and I think I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna put it in a different jar. I have this cute tiny little vase, and I think it'll look really pretty. I might split it up so that I can have them in multiple places, but we'll see how full this looks. I really love doing this because while I do have some plants like my ping that flowers, the African violet, I have a kalanchoe that also I think is going to rebloom at some point, But anyway, I have a few plants that flower, but obviously nothing like this. And I think it breaks up the green really well. And I think it just looks really nice. I think I'm gonna leave this arrangement alone and pick up another bouquet so that I can spread it out a little bit. But now I have to find a home. That looks really pretty. This little flower is on its last legs, but everything else is doing really good. I just thrifted this vase over on my vlog channel. In case you're interested in thrift trips, you can go check it out. I do other stuff on that channel too. But anyway, I just thrifted it, and how perfect is it gonna be for this little Valentine's theme? I'm going to put this Shiveriana in here. Definitely need some water. Oops. Oh no. I knocked off a leaf. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know about this little guy here. This leaf is gonna go anyway because it's kind of like one of the older leaves. The stem is good. There's no rot. There it goes. Guys, this one is losing leaves left and right. I think I'm gonna pick up a new one because this one is not doing too good. And I love this plant. Like, you guys do not understand how gorgeous. And every leaf is so different. Like, look at this one versus this one versus this one. Quite literally have a half moon here. Anyway, I really love the Shiverianas. It's definitely my favorite ficus by far of all time. So I think I might pick up a new one because this one isn't doing too good. We'll see how it recovers. I wanted a second one anyway because they're just so gorgeous. I mean, come on, gorgeous. So where to put this one? I think I'm gonna put it up here, which you can't see. Hold on. There we go. Real quick, I'm gonna pause here. I have lots of plants up, but before I add more plants, I'm going to see where I can fit the few decorations I do have and then go from there. Maybe I'll move some more things around or add some more plants, but for now I kind of just want to add in the non-planty stuff and see what we're working with. By now you should know I love a good garland moment. This one is not DIY'd, although I feel like I could easily make this. So it is gonna go, I think, if I could ever untangle it, underneath my TV. We'll see how that looks. And if not, then I'll probably put it like right above me. We'll see. Okay, so here it is. Just cute little alternating hearts. I think I'm gonna do it under the TV because it's not long enough for like the length of my shelves up there, but it is for the TV. So I'm just gonna go get some masking tape because that's my favorite non-damaging way to hang these things up. I really want it to hang like that across the shelf. So I'm gonna put these little glue dots that I hope don't damage the shelf. But anyway, I'm just gonna put them along the little hearts and hopefully that will stay up. This is what I got right now. I think it's really cute. I like it this way. I hope those glue dots hold up. I'm not too confident that they will, but for now, it's working. This is from Dollar Tree. I've had it for a few years now, and I always just put it out wherever I can in my house. I also have this cute little guy holding a donut. Love it. So yeah, let's just keep going. This is a little string of watermelons, which is finally starting to trail, and I'm just gonna put it on this little pink pedestal. Don't look too closely at this plant. I think it might be on its way out. All right, guys, that is it. I'm going to call this one done. I'm surprisingly happy to be getting rid of all the Christmas stuff. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because this is different, fresh. Either way, I'm happy with it. The only thing that has nothing going on is that very top shelf. There's no light up there really, so I can't really put plants. So if you guys have any suggestions of what I could put up there, let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this little Valentine's shelf reset video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps my channel out. I post weekly here on YouTube, all kinds of planty things. So if that's your vibe, also hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next video. And stay tuned for that planty rehab video because that one is coming up soon. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Bye.